What's up, guys? This is Corey. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. We had some unseasonably nice weather, so that was a nice surprise. I've been going through and kind of trying to sort some of my comic book collection, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show off some of my standout issues that I think are kind of cool. Maybe I don't get a lot of chance to show off as much as I'd like to. They're not necessarily like some of them aren't necessarily valuable. Maybe they're just cool because they have a neat first appearance, and who knows? They're just ones that I thought were standouts. Um, I'm starting today with these Ninja Turtle comics. They are by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, Mirage Studios. These are from the 80s, and I've got four of them here in what they call a micro series. Each character, you guys are probably familiar with the names of all four of the turtles by now. If you're not, it's Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo. So this was the first in their micro series, Raphael #1, and this is actually just the fourth Ninja Turtle story that they wrote. This came out in 1985, and when the comics first started with Ninja Turtles, they were these oversized issues. You can see compared to this issue how much bigger these originally were. So it's actually 7.5 inches by 10 and 15/16. I'm not going to tell you the dimensions on all my comic books. It's just that these are standout larger issues. It's just interesting part of Ninja Turtle comic history, I guess. Another interesting thing about this issue is that it's the first appearance of Casey Jones. You can see him there on the right, who's one of the coolest characters in any comic book, let alone Ninja Turtles. So this is a big key issue. So again, this was the first of the set of four. So kind of wanted to save this one for last, but I also wanted to show them in chronological order. So first it is. So I'll set that one there. The next one, you could see sometime between 1985 and December of 1985. They switched to the smaller, more conventional comic book size. Now this one is called the Xmas or the Christmas Aliens. It's an issue where Michelangelo gets a cat. Something that not necessarily everybody knows about Ninja Turtles and comic books is that they actually started out as a really kind of a dark comic book. It was a little bit of a satire of like Frank Miller, Daredevil, those sorts of grungy 80s comics. So there's a lot of like adult themes in these that the TV show everybody's seen when they were a kid, and the ones now just it didn't start out that it being such a like kid friendly thing, which that's not taken away from the shows or anything. It's just noteworthy that the comics were so dark, and the reason I thought of that is because there is a comic out there with Michelangelo where he gets a dog. And if you guys are interested, you should look that up because it's one of the like saddest stories that I think I've ever read in a comic book, involving his dog. So just a little bit of an aside there. So the next in this set was the Donatello issue. It's called Kirby and the Warp Crystal, and that came out in February of 1986. So a little bit of a jump there, a couple months, which is to be expected when you got two guys running the whole show with these comics. So another interesting thing, You see he's wearing a red bandana. They all did. And when they first started out with these Ninja Turtles, all of the turtles were red. I think it was when the show started that they gave them all the colored bandanas or headbands to make it easier for people to tell the difference between them. So another interesting aside there. And then last but not least, Leonardo, again, with the red headband. You guys are more familiar with him wearing the blue. So this Leonardo one actually came out at the end of 1986, December, so an even bigger jump there. But again, all these came out in the first couple years of Ninja Turtle publication. They've been going strong. They've got new issues coming out. When I say they, it's mostly Kevin Eastman now. I think Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman had a little bit of a falling out. Weren't talking for a long time, but I think he might be involved in some capacity now with the comics. But it's really Kevin Eastman's drive that's been driving these comics for so long. So interesting. Just wanted to show off these comics. I do have all 4 in the set. Their FIL one is a big key. Thinking about maybe having it graded. It's not gonna get a 9.8 by any means. There's some spine wear there, but it is. It's in pretty decent shape for being such an old comic. So I might do it just to protect it. I'm done reading these, So that's it for now. I'm thinking of maybe doing a couple of these a week, seeing how you guys like them. I got a lot of comics, so no shortage of content there. Thank you all for watching, and take care.